Hello and welcome to another episode of Beer Man's No Bull Beer Reviews. Today I have another beer from Resonant Culture Brewing Company out of Charlotte, North Carolina. This beer is called Second Coming. Description just says Hazy IPA hopped with Strata, Sabro, and HBC 692. So I'm not. I guess that's one of the experimental hops. I'm not too familiar with that one, but I think these are. I know Sabro was. I don't know about the other two. I think these are all hops that they uh, got like fresh from the most recent end of the year 2019 hop crop, because they actually just canned this like a month or two ago, and it sold out the first day with all of the. It was at the same time they released all the other half collabs, and they rebrewed and canned it again like a month later, which usually doesn't happen. So I'm guessing since they had these super fresh hops, they wanted to utilize them while they still had them that fresh. Uh, this is 6.5 ABV. I am glad that they did this again because I missed it the first time, so now I'm getting to try it. Crack it open and see what we got here. Pours a pretty cloudy, basically like pineapple juice color. About a finger's worth of white head. I gotta look at the lighting. I don't know. The lighting in here is really weird. I don't know if I have some weird glare coming from over there or something. I gotta look at it, but it's interesting. So I definitely didn't have this in my head when I smelled this, but when I smelled it, it made me realize that that was one of their descriptors. They said that it had like a minty character to it, and I do get that a little bit. I guess that's something that comes along with Sabro on top of like the coconut character that it usually has. So I definitely get some of that as well. There is some like stinky pineapple too. Smells pretty good though. Man, I love when these guys do single IPAs. They're so, at least for what I like, they're so much better than the double IPAs because they're just a lot more balanced. This So it has a lot more of like a pithy grapefruit character than I would like. I wasn't really getting that out of the nose at all, but definitely getting the flavor. There is more of that coconut. I'm not getting really any of that mint character that I got in the smell. There was some pineapple, but it's more like grapefruit pith and coconut, which is kind of, I haven't gotten that combination before out of hops. I know Sabro is the coconut, and I don't know too much about Strata, and I don't know anything specifically about that HBC 692, so I can't comment what's providing what. Uh, but it's really nice because you get that big punch of hop flavor up front, but it finishes with this really nice, lightly sweet but mostly drying, bready, doughy malt backbone, and it has none of that like hop burn on the back end, which makes it so much more drinkable than the double IPAs, in my opinion. The double IPAs, if I'm gonna have like 4 ounces of it, maybe it's better, but who's drinking only 4 ounces of an IPA? Like, to me, that's something you're gonna drink at least a full can of. And that goes for a lot of breweries, really. Uh, Dancing Gnome's another one. I mean, I like Resident Culture IPAs better than theirs as a whole, But they're another one. They're single hop, or not single hop, but their single IPAs are so much better than, for what I like, they're so much better than the double IPAs. Double IPAs are just way too saturated. The single hopped IPAs still taste like a balanced beer, and that's what this is too. I'll say this is a really good hazy IPA. It's definitely a little bit of a unique hop character to it with that coconut grapefruit combination. I don't like I said, I don't think I've really gotten that combination with hops before. It leans a little bit towards that pineapple side, but sometimes that stinky pineapple like rolls into dankness, and that's not this. There's no like dank character to this at all. Yeah, it's really good. It's not my favorite single IPA that they've done. Trying to think of probably my favorite ones, either Universal Mind or Whatever You Feel, Just Dance It are probably my two favorites that they've done. But this is it's not, I don't, for me it's not as good as them, but it's definitely a really good one that I would for sure buy again. This was $18 for a 4-pack. Really well made, super clean and easy to drink. And then I can't remember. There's two IPAs that I've been wanting them to remake for so long because they were two of my favorites. Soul Sauce, I think it was called, and it was something sauce. I think it was Soul Sauce, and then it had like a really morbid picture of this guy's like face with his eyes like melting out of his head. And Fire Walk With Me, I think it was called, which was an all Galaxy double IPA, and that one, it really, really reminded me of the OG Albatross from Brew Gentleman when it was all Galaxy. Really similar to that. I wish they would do those two again, because they have been doing a lot of repeats now, which I like, because I like variety, but I like when they, breweries develop brands and they're not literally just putting a new label on something new every single time and they're all tasting the same. Like, they do a lot of differentiation, but they're, some that people don't like as much, they don't make them again. So they are truly one-offs, and then other ones that seem to get a good reaction, they keep making them, which I think makes perfect sense from a business standpoint. Because some people want new stuff all the time, but some people come back to the brewery and they're like, I really like this IPA that I had one other time, when are you making it again? And breweries are like, we never make the same thing twice, so we're never making it again, and you might lose that customer. But if you can say, oh, we usually make it every couple months, so just keep an eye out for it, then they'll come back for it. So I think it makes sense. But yeah, this is definitely a buy for me. Another really good quality IPA from these guys. And I was going to say hazy IPA, but they do great West Coast stuff too. So that's all I got in this one. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I look forward to doing the next one. Thanks.